crime. If you are just tuning in, first, where you been? We've been listening to Nicole Albert in this boyfriend cop murder trial against Massachusetts woman Karen Reed. So let's get back into court, listen to more. This is, again, more direct testimony.
I can go and on her own.
So on her own, and someone would sort of stand at the back door?
Yes.
And the back door that we're talking about, what kind of door is that?
It's a regular door.
I mean, is
Like-
it a door that opens? Is it a sliding door?
Oh, yeah, no, like just a regular door, and it had, I think, a storm door, behind it.
And the backyard area of your home at 34 Fairview, when you lived there in around January 2022, how was that enclosed at all?
It was fenced in.
So dogs couldn't get out if everything's closed up in the backyard.
Yes, as long as the gates were shut.
And as far as that particular evening, after you returned from the waterfall, you indicated your husband let the dog out. How long a period of time was the dog outside?
I believe it was pretty quick. She went, did her business, and came back in. I think she might have walked around the kitchen for a minute or two, and then I think you just brought her back upstairs.
And to your knowledge, did Chloe the dog, did Chloe go outside at any other point over the course of that evening?
No.
Now, at some point, obviously you've moved from 34 Fairview to North, correct? Mm-hmm. And when about was it in relation to this incident of January 29th, 2022 that you moved?
We moved in April of 2023.
And what, if any, plans or discussions were there in reference to moving prior to January 29th?
Objection, Your Honor.
So not the specifics, but generally, not the conversation.
We had always planned to move, but it was in our plans that, kids were starting to get older. We were looking to possibly downsize. So at the end of 2021, my husband's brother had sold his house.
Objection.
No, I'm going to allow that.
My husband's brother had sold his house and got a good deal for it. It sold pretty quickly. The market was really good at that time. So we just started thinking, hey, the kids are getting older. A couple of them had already moved out. We weren't going to be able to stay in that house. It's like a 5-bedroom house. Once our kids were gone, my husband and I wouldn't have been able to maintain that. Needed a lot of work. We couldn't afford it. So we said maybe now's the time we should put it on the market and see what happens. So I think in November, December.
So hold on. Next question, Mr. Lally.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
So you put it on the market, it sold, and then you moved to it.
Objection, leading.
The objection sustained. Ask a non-leading question.
When was it that the sale was finalized?
April of 23.
And as far as selling the house, what, if any, relationship did that have to what occurred on January 29th, 2022?
It had no relation to it. We had already had thoughts and plans of doing it before that happened. We had reached out to a realtor in the end of 21.
Yeah, one moment.
Yes.
It makes you think of an interesting question here. Do you have to disclose that a dead body was not found on your yard? I'm pretty sure you would if it were in the house, but not so much in the yard. Anyway, they were lucky, sold their home. Katherine Lizardo is here, Bob Hillis. So, Katherine, now I think we're getting to some of the important information about the layout. And we talked about the jury view and the visit. Is this helping the jury? Are they putting the pieces together? I want to see the big red X where it says John O'Keefe found here.
Exactly. That's what I had in my mind the entire time I was listening to her testimony. I understand that right now they're doing a foundational testimony, laying out where's what, but maybe ask the question now and say, where was John O'Keefe's body found? And like you said, point it with that green pointer she's using so that that's already out of the way instead of the jury thinking that, as they're listening to the testimony going on right now. And we just saw a picture of the house without the snow. So that gives us an idea of what the jury would have seen at the jury view last Friday. And Karen Reed's car was also at the scene during the jury view. Maybe that's her car because she was driving a SUV Lexus. So the jury are now trying to figure out where was that body, and we don't know if they told them that during the jury.
Yeah,
I'd like to know.
You get a sense of that vehicle when you see that picture. That's a tank. That Lexus is a beast. That's the 570. Real quick, Bob, let me ask you this, and this is a little off topic here, but it's procedural. Do you like the objection, not a speaking objection, but not even the grounds, just objection, and the judge gets to decide whether they're grounds or not? Yes or no? What do you think? You like that?
Too many objections. Looks like you're trying to hide truth out of the jury or away from the
And
jury.
I
just don't think it plays well.
It doesn't help on appeal either. How do you appeal when you haven't given the grounds for the objection, let alone speaking? I don't like it. But that's the way they're doing it in this trial in Massachusetts. So, hey, I've got to thank and excuse Katherine Lizardo. Katherine, always good to see you. Have a great weekend. I know you got something planned for the kids. I know it. So have you? Look at
Happy
that.
birthday,
Well, I don't know
Michael
what that. I have no idea what that's about. Bob and I will be right back.
Happy birthday.